Hello everyone, this is Gaurav again. First of all, thank you for subscribing to our course. This is lecture 1. In lecture 1, I'll be taking you through various basics of Excel. What is a cell, what is a workbook, and how to point them. Uh, the second objective of this class is learning about the arguments. And the third is to learn about various predefined functions such as sum, average, count, max, min, if, date, edate, etc. Okay, so first of all, I'll tell you what is a cell. Any particular, so like this is a cell. Every cell has an address. So this is a C column and fifth row. It is denoted by C5, which usually comes here. But you can rename it to anything that you want. So this is what is a cell. This entire thing is known as a sheet. This is known as worksheet. This is named as sheet 2. This is named as sheet 1. So you can rename it to whatever you want. So you just for example, if you need to rename the sheet 1, you can just double click here and then write content and then click on enter. The sheet has been renamed. Okay, and the entire file is known as a workbook. So now if you want to point to a certain cell, for example, if you see in cell B2, we have written all these things. So if we need to point to this cell, we will write equal to B2 and click on enter, and we will get all the values. So there's other way of doing it. So we can write equal to and just click on the cell B2, then also we will get all the values. So this is how a pointing is done. If you want to delete it, you can just delete it. So if I need to point to a certain cell in a different worksheet, then it's again simple. We need to put equal to, we go to content. For example, if you need to point to it to cell B3, you just click on B3 and you can see in the argument tab it is written as content exclamation B3. Click on enter, it comes as lecture 1. So basically it will take the value of cell B3 in worksheet content. So this is how a pointing of a particular cell is done. Okay, coming to the next point. So Excel has many predefined functions. Just for explaining, I'll write some random numbers here. If we need to do the addition of these numbers, right? So we put equals to, then put sum. If you can see, Excel tells what the function does. It says adds all the number in a range of a cell. Click on tab, you will get various arguments, number 1, number 2, number 3. So this is number 1, click comma, number 2, comma, number 3, comma, number 4, comma, number 5, comma, and click on enter. Then we will get the sum. The other way of doing this is type equals to and put sum, click on tab, and then select the entire range together and click on enter. You will get the same number again. The shortcut of doing sum is Alt plus plus. If you just click on Alt plus plus, it will just automatically take the values above it automatically. This is how this is the same number. Okay, so this is sum. Now we need to do the average. We put equals to AVG, we'll get average, then tab. It also returns the average of its arguments. So this is the Excel telling what the function does. Now even if I write half of the function and if I click on tab, it will just take the number, take the function. Again, as earlier, select the range and click enter. It will give you average value. Similarly, you can do many other things like equals to count. It will give you the total number of count. So we have 5 values. If you need to find out the max, then equals to max, tab, select the range, click enter, you will get the maximum value. Similarly for min, write equals to min, select the range, click on enter, you will get the minimum number. Now if function, so basically what if means, so it is a condition. So if I need to see if this number is greater than this number, or if b5 is greater than b4, then I'll write this as equals to if. So Excel test checks whether a condition is met and returns one that is true and other that if that is false. Okay, so if I say if the logical test is this, value is this. Okay, so if so now you can see here, these are the arguments, what value should come if the condition is met and what value should come if the condition is not met. b5 is greater than b4 if 2 is greater than 1. So if the logical test is true, you just need to write in double quotes yes, and if it's not true, in double quotes we can write anything, we write not met. So it is saying yes, so which means this value is greater than this value. If I make this value to 0, it comes out to be not met. Clear? Okay, so this is if function. Then a date function equals to date. Okay, I'll just write it and wait for you guys to read it. So it basically says returns the number that represents the date in Microsoft Excel date time code. What this means is that there are various formats in Excel. So this will return a number which is a date, and the Excel will be able to comprehend it. So I'll write year 2019, month is 1st and date is 1st. So I'll get 1st of January 2019. You can just change the various formats in Excel. There are many: short date, long date. I have just selected long date here. So it comes all the way Tuesday, January 1, 2019. There are other formats as well. You can change them here. These are the various terms. And date, and the now date, I'll just change this back to short date format first. So now day, I will put equals to day, press tab, what the day function does is it returns a date of a month, a number from 1 to 31st. Okay, well I put tab and select this. So it is saying that it's 1st of Jan. Okay, if I change this date to 20, so this will become 20. So this basically gives what day for the month is, it is given for the given date. Okay, there's another function edate. I will write equals to edate, then press on tab. So this basically returns the serial number of a date that is an indicated number of months before or after the date. Okay, so this is the start date, and I say after 10 months it is coming like this, as it's not in a date format. Okay, we need to change it to date format. This date is after adding 10 months to the existing date. Okay, so we get 28th November 2019 from 28th January 2019. So we can add many number of months. We can add, so if you need to go inside into formula, you can press F2 directly. So I can add 1000 months. So if I add 1000 months, so this is the respective date. Yeah, so hopefully you have got what predefined functions are and how to use them. If you need to see the other formulas, you can just click here on formulas tab. There are many formulas. There are recently used formulas, financial formulas, logical formulas. There are many formulas. Also, you can trace the input. So what this means is, if this is the formula of sum, so what are the input values that are pre-descendant for this formula? So I get these are the values used in this particular formula. If I click similarly, I'll get for this formula, this is the input value.